Hey folks, how y'all doing today? It's your friendly neighborhood Stately. Welcome to City Skylines and the fair town of Good Intentions, where today we are going to spend some time working on our public transit, and if we have some time left, we're going to expand some of our industries. I'd also really like to get some more customers out here because this place is not doing well business-wise. It seems like they're having a lot of trouble getting enough people in here. Maybe a bus line or something like that. I don't know for sure, but we'll see what we can do if we have some time. Before we do that, though, I want to work on our public transit network a little bit, specifically the metros. One of them doesn't really need to be a metro. Let's have a look here. So this guy right here, the number 2 line, this is the line that goes around in a loop, and there's just not enough people here to justify having a metro line, I feel. So this loop here, I'm going to replace with trams, I think. That'll allow us a few more stops, and hopefully it'll give us a capacity that's a little more appropriate to the amount of people actually using it. So go ahead and pause the simulation, get rid of the line. Ta-da! Everybody's mad. Ta-da! Go ahead and delete the actual metro lines here because we don't really have any use for them anymore, and they do cost upkeep. Not a lot, but they do cost upkeep. Another one down, another one down, another one bites the dust. Clicking on things is hard today. Alright, so we have an existing metro line, obviously, right here, and it goes straight through town. Sorry, I said metro. I meant, obviously, tram. So what we'll do is we will run that tram line up around here, not quite that far, to probably here, and then run it around here. Have a couple of stops along the way, and after that I'll take a second to make sure that our industry has public transit facilities as well. But for now, what we need to do is we need to grab them tram rails. What do we got here? 2-lane road with tram tracks, right? Right. Turn that off. Slope too steep. Huh. I don't know. It doesn't look too steep to me. It does look like maybe this should be 4 lanes with the tram track. Let's see. We'll turn in here. This is currently a 4-lane road. It's not a road with heavy traffic, but we will have to make sure that we're not causing any problems here, because theoretically we might be causing some traffic jams. I'm hoping it'll be fine, though. I suspect it'll be fine, to be honest. I don't really anticipate any issues here. Now, one thing worth considering here, our transit hub is here. So maybe instead of going straight here, we'll go around here, and that way we can have stops in front of the transit hub. So let's unupgrade this little section here. We'll go back to a standard 4-lane. and then we'll go around the corner instead. Easy peasy, right? And this right here, that needs to be a 4-lane with trams. No? No, that's not what I was trying to accomplish at all. What I'm trying to accomplish is this. Need to upgrade that little section. There we go. Okay, and that's our tram loop, so it should be pretty easy to just pop down a line here. We'll start here. We'll go up to here, and then here, over here by these high density buildings, and then we'll have, I guess we'll have one stop kind of for this residential neighborhood, maybe here. No, maybe not. Let's move this over to the access to Bodacious Beach. And then just one more somewhere around here. There. And these will all share stops along here. Okay, that completes the line in that direction. The other direction is basically just the same thing. Same stops, just the other way around. So that should be straightforward enough. This is too many stops. We don't need both of these. I'll go back and remove it, or maybe move it, actually. Can I have a stop on the side here? Apparently not. That's okay. It doesn't have to be at exactly the same place. So, there we go. Our new tram line set up. Good to go. This stop right here. Put it on the corner here, I think. That makes more sense. And then we'll add a stop opposite it. And hopefully that'll solve our tram conundrum. Now, what's our bus lines look like here? Do we have something covering the industrial area? We do. It's a simple little loop line. Covers the industrial area and not much else, but that's kind of all we need. We don't have a whole lot of public transit over here. I don't know if we need it, but like a bus line going around in a circle here might not be a bad idea. Maybe later. Okay, so the next issue that I wanted to tackle is the metro line running from, oh, look, the weather turned itself back on. Telling you, man, that seems to happen all the frickin' time. So, yeah, the metro line from Funkytown here, this guy, goes down to here. It's a simple one stop, but check this out. It's mildly problematic. That's this guy right here, and that is our number 3 line, I think. No, not the number 3 line. Number 3 line's busy, but not completely insane. Got a lot of people waiting here. I don't know that there's a whole lot we can do about it. It's just busy. But if we go back to the line overview, the number 1 line right here, there's permanently like hundreds of people waiting at both of these stops, and we're already over our normal vehicle count. So instead of just jamming more vehicles in there, I think I'm going to see if we can set up a second public transit option. And our choices here are, we could put in a ferry, which Should I just bulldoze some of these and dezone them? See if that helps. Yeah, it's a historical building. Sure. Alright, let's grab the zoning tool here and just... No, you just became abandoned. Why on earth would you want to turn around and immediately rebuild? That makes no sense. Alright, minor distraction. Distraction! Oh, hey, check this out. Maybe we should do something about this, too. This is some kind of bug to do with the metro station, specifically this guy right here. I've tried lowering this, and I've tried pretty much everything I can try, but this will not go away. Check it out. I can get the land around it sorted, but there's something very wrong here. So if we want to work on this area, we're going to have to fix that. I just don't really know how. But what I think we'll do is try to, well, let's demolish the line that's causing the problem first. Like that. Let's not tear down the station if we don't have to. Underground, please. Thank you. And we'll go with a flat curve. I mean, look at this. It's different. I mean, this is definitely different from what we had before, but it's still not good in any sense of the word. And I'd be very surprised if there were something we can do with the terrain manager to fix it, but we'll go ahead and try because hope springs eternal. Nope, nothing. So, yeah, this is a fascinating problem. I kind of like the look of it, but it goes without saying that this won't fly. Ah, the joys of the Metro overhaul mod, folks. Underground destructioning, please. Let the underground destructioning commence. Wait, I can't target this? Is it because it's not above underground? Yeah, it's because it's not underground. It's all a little silly. So I think we need to put that station somewhere that's a little bit else. So let's go ahead and pop down a station here. I want it to be shorter. I like the fact that you can change these things. And I want it to be deeper just in case. Let's go down to maybe 18. We'll pop it down there. That's, you know, it's close enough. It shouldn't make any real difference in any real world scenario. But we do still need to connect it, and we'll have to redo the line, obviously. You need to go away. And we're going to go from here. Let's make sure we get this right. To there. Why are they sad? Oh, jeez. Well, they're sad, and I'm sad, and everybody's sad. Let's turn anarchy off here because it's clearly causing some issues. Oh, boy. Just gets better and better, doesn't it? Put that road back. Unless the punters get pissed at me. I mean, I can't blame them. It's like, what, they're angry that there's a road going to their house now? Seriously, guys? You're angry about that? I mean, okay, but seriously? Alright, let's try this again. So we have this section here, And this section there. This shouldn't be too hard. Space already occupied. Alright. I guess we'll keep bulldozering. And... I'm thinking maybe we shouldn't have put this here. Let's go ahead and try to move this somewhere where we have a little bit more maneuvering space. And the logical place would be right where I took it from. Why is there a broken line notification there? It is a mystery, because there's nothing there. Okay, so need to stay out of the way of this. And we want to connect to this line here. I don't even know that we urgently need to. I mean, we could. Theoretically, at least. Just put another stop on the existing line. Let's see how this works out. I think we got it. That looks like a clean hookup. I don't see any weird artifacts above ground here. And below ground it should be fine. We just need to fix the actual lines now. And this line... Here, let's see if we can drag this stop out. Yes, good. So we just need to add a stop here. And I think we're okay. We still have both of our stops here. There's not too much line crossing going on, although there is some. So hopefully this will do the trick. And that gives us kind of a clear shot here. For what, I hear you ask? I did hear you ask that, right? I wasn't imagining things. Well, I'm thinking that just maybe we could set up a cable car here. And the only problem is I kind of want it to go from right about here, because we have the tram stops and the bus stops and everything. But right across from here, well, right across from here isn't very interesting. Right across from here is well out of the way of our downtown. So maybe instead of that, we can do a ferry. I mean, if we do, we probably just want to slap it down right about here, huh? Let's see. So we would need a ferry depot for one, and these are not necessarily easy to place. We'd have to find a spot for it, and I think maybe somewhere along the coastline here, or possibly here. We're not really using this space for much of anything, so that seems like a good place to slap the depot down. And about this road. Excuse me. I don't know what the deal is with the road. I also don't know why I'm in underground view when I just want to place some roads. Okay, well, it's a little out of the way, but it's just a ferry depot. It has no deeper purpose or anything. And then we can easily run some power to it from our little incineration station here. Which, is this... I have an incinerator plant here that's now connected to my electrical grid, and it's not the first one either. I am SMRT smart. Or is it connected? No? No, it isn't. I mean, it is now. Okay, well, that was dumb, but it doesn't really matter much because we didn't have any, like, significant power shortage. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and pop down a couple of ferry stops, and we'll just go with the simple ferry stops here. Not quite sure where to put this. Space already occupied, distance too short. It's just the road that's in the way, but we can almost certainly bulldoze the offending road section, slap down the ferry terminal, the ferry stop, and then put the road back. Oh, easy. Check it out. And now we need just a little section of standard road. From here to there. Problem solved. More or less. We have kind of a weird kink in the road here. Maybe it would make more sense if we just kind of tried to straighten this out a little bit. And we'll probably have to replace a few assets after this. And then this guy, this is our fishing pier. Move that over here, I think. And does that need to be closer to a road? It does, so we'll just run a little trail up to it. Maybe not a dirt road, maybe just like a standard alleyway kind of road. Turn all the snappage off and just go from right about here to right about here. That looks not optimal, but it'll work. Okay, and then on the other side, we're going to have to do a little more work because we want a suitable location for this. And I think a suitable location would be not directly behind this because that would make it difficult to access, but close to it. So right about here possibly. And then we'll have to do some road work here because the ferry terminals come with built-in roads and there's not much we can do about it. So do that. Really? You know what? I don't even dislike that. It's not what I intended, but it will definitely do. That kind of makes the park continuous as well. It's a little weird, maybe just a tiny bit, but yeah, I think we're going to keep that. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of cleanup here. Teeny tiny bit of flattening on this. Brush strength, man. Always with the brush strength. I'm trying to be subtle about this. And I kind of need to sort this out a little bit too, because there's some pretty steep slopes here for no obvious reason. And it's a little silly. I get that. But it's not the end of the world. Okay, and then we'll revise our bike path just a little bit, considering the new circumstances here. First of all, let's put the bit that I just broke back, because that's not quite right. We want to go from there to right about there. But we also want to have this section of trail. No, 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 nope, 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 nope. Laddie daddy daddy nope, 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 nope. There. So we still have our bike trail, and you can easily get to and from the ferry on the bike trail. So that'll work just fine. And now, as a final little touch here, we will add a bit of path from here down to there, so that the pedestrians can easily get to where they're going. And while we're at it, maybe a little path heading directly to the stadium too. Okay, so that gives us a second way to get back and forth here, and I'm really hoping that'll help alleviate the metro a little bit. Really? My volleyball courts? Somebody died playing volleyball and the hearses aren't coming? Well, it seems fine. I mean, this one is actually about to be full, but it's not like there isn't a cemetery nearby. Oh, you know what? Just because we have terminals doesn't mean we have a a line. We need to add a ferry pathway from there to... Well, let's run it along the coast as well as we can. Yes, snap please. Thank you for snapping. Thank you for snapping. And then from here, we'll go down to here. Pretty straightforward, right? Let's see, the terminal needs water. Done. The terminal has power, thankfully. So... okay, we put down the paths, we put down the terminals. We're still not done, because we actually have to create a ferry line, too. But that's the easy part. Okay, all right. We have a ferry line. We have a tram line. Let's see how our tram line's doing. 7 passengers out of 90. Okay, that's not promising. Tram, here it is. Tram? No, wrong button, wrong button. I need to click on the tram here. And I don't know why these things aren't ordered. 11 stops, 7 vehicles, and 32 passengers. So let's... see, it's 2 lines, right? We've got one heading in both directions. Let's go ahead and cut this down to maybe 4 vehicles. And then the number 6 line should be an E line going in the other direction. Blue, yeah. This one actually seems busier. So we'll just cut this down to 6 or 5 lines for now. We'll see how that goes. I'm not sure why one direction would be busier than the other. It seems to me that if you're going one way, you're going to have to go back at some point. But that's okay. This looks like a little bit of San Francisco here. Tiny little corner of Ocean Beach. Our coastline. Hey, check it out! Got a ferry! We've got a ferry. I'm very excited. It's a purple ferry. 2 passengers. That's not going well. I don't know if this is going to be a suitable replacement for our metro line, if it's going to be moving 7 passengers back and forth. Seems like it's going to be more of a money sink. And then we had to pause due to power issues. Okay, we have no more unconnected power sources, and we are just out of power. Okay, well, that happens. Not much we can do about it other than more power, as Jeremy Clarkson would say. Welcome to the Polutodrome. I don't see a problem with that. That's fine. And let's see. These guys were having some trash issues, but they're fine now. And our power issues appear to be resolved. Still a couple left. No, we're good. They just don't know it yet. We do have power running from here to everywhere, right? We're not, like, accidentally splitting our power network or anything. Doesn't look like it. All of this seems to be interconnected. And we have... Oh, we broke a power line here. That seems to be what the problem is. Okay, well... No big. We just need to work out exactly how to place this without causing trouble with our ferry line. And alright, I think we're good now. Yeah, okay, all of our our power issues have gone away. Yeah, this ferry line, I mean, so far I'm not impressed. So far, I am the exact opposite. Oh, here we go. All right, we got 23 people on there now. This guy's full, so let's start emptying it out. We have our big necropolis, but it's way over here, so we're not, like, completely off the hook. We still need to have at least some crematoriums lying around at other locations. I am emptying out some of these urban... graveyards, because that space can just be better used. But yeah, we need to keep our eye out for death waves and hopefully not have too many issues. Okay, so that's our public transit upgrade. Now I want to take a look at Woody Woods here and see what we can do to update it. We're producing stuff and we're definitely making money. But I have some fields here that say they don't have enough buyers for their product. So let's see how this works. Forestry. Produce paper. Produce plain timber. Can be stored, can be exported for money. Cannot be imported. Anything produced by a unique factory is a luxury product. So, we are in need of something that'll generate some saleable merchandise for us. These guys here, the pulp mill and the engineered wood plant, do the same thing as these guys, just twice as effectively. So that's not where we're going just yet. Then we have the log yards. What's not unlocked yet? Wood chip storage is dreadfully uninteresting. Unique factories. We have the furniture factory. We have no real need for the bakery. We've no need for the industrial steel plant, or the household plastic factory, or the toy factory, but maybe a printing press. I can definitely see us having a printing press, but where? What industry areas do we have that'll support a printing press? And we popped our furniture factory down here, and it's nice and close, and apparently I put a parking lot in it without any actual parking stalls. Academic year report. Hey, our first academic year report. What have we got done? Distraction. School of Mining and Crafting. The Stately School of Mining and Crafting has advanced to recognize, and we have unlocked the trade school cafeteria, the trade school fountain, gymnasium, an outdoor study area. And we've got some academic works. We created the miniature skyline craft, a magnetized building blocks designed by young architect students. Okay, so basically they've invented Minecraft. Great. A hat of many feathers and colossal code and 2 toga parties. Very cool. So we have some new stuff we can build at a university, should we so decide. Before we do anything, though, I'm going to fix this broken parking lot here. Because, man, does that bug me. Is it horizontal? I think it is now. So all we need to do is add... probably going to be about a 4x2, right? Yeah, a single 4x2 fills it up pretty well. Shift P. Yeah, Shift P for prop and tree anarchy. Okay, if prop and tree anarchy is on, why can't I place this? Why are you being like this to me? Okay. Let's see, do I need to turn this on in order for this to work? I don't know for sure. Yes. Apparently I need road anarchy and not prop and tree anarchy. Goes to show what I know. Alright, let's pop it down like that, and we got a little extra parking. So that was our daily distraction. Now we need to consider whether and where we can put a printing press. And I'm thinking right there. That's not a park. Printing press is not a park. This guy right here. So 52,560 upkeep a week, and hopefully that will provide the services that we need. What if we set it back a little bit? I kind of want it to be in an industrial area, though. I think it would just look better if it were right there. We're gonna have some unhappy people, but this just looks better than having it out in the middle of nowhere doing nothing. And it kind of pulls the industrial area together, because a lot of the dinky little things that you see in these industrial areas are not really that appealing. I think some of that has to do with the fact that I've zoned some of these areas pretty small. But I haven't really been focusing much on industry, have I? Because I don't really feel like I need to. Okay, as of right now, it doesn't have the special goods that it needs, but we'll keep an eye on that, and the ideal will be probably either plain timber or... Where's our sawdust cutting thing? We have the plain timber and the paper, right? Both of those come from the raw forest products. So we'll check in on that. In the meantime, our next industrial area I want to have a quick look at is Omnom Valley here. And Omnom Valley is actually producing a fair amount. But we're just selling the basic products. So let's see what we can do here. So we have foresty products, farming, here we go. Gets turned to flour and gets turned to animal products, which can be turned into other stuff. Now we are creating animal products here and here, and here, and here. And we're creating flour here. We're creating too much flour. So this would be a good time to build, I think, a bakery. Not a warehouse. A bakery. Household plastic factory? No. Industrial steel plant? No. Bakery? Yes. And we'll put the bakery... I know it's industrial, but it's also really going to smell nice. Can I, like, put a bakery under a metro line? Would that be awesome, or would that be hideous? Let me know in the comments. Let's put it over here by the pollution. No, we'll just put it on the main road here. That'll alleviate traffic to a good degree. I love how our animal products are just kept in a warehouse yard. That's steak, folks, right there. The finest outdoor warehouse age steak money can buy. Smooth this out a little bit. Come on. At some point we're going to end up with a big cliff somewhere. But it kind of matters where, right? That right there is fine because we're not doing anything with that. Okay, let's see what all of these other things are saying. Okay, there's no buyers for the flour, but we just created the thing. Not enough raw materials for the slaughterhouse. I think that's probably because I also have all of these that are creating animal products, and I'm just, in theory at least, creating way too many animal products. So I think the best thing we can do here is expand. We'll just put down some more fields, right? I mean, the more we generate, the more money we can make off of this stuff. Snap on, snap off. The snapper. Why are you not snapping? Why you no snap? Why you no snap? Come on, guys. Okay, we just want to snap to the angle, I guess. This is super strange. What is this? Why is it doing this? This is like super weird. And let's turn this off. We're kind of cutting into the hill here, and we don't want to kind of cut into the hill. We want to follow the slope of the hill. And that's not happening. Why is that not happening? Anyway, all right. One disaster at a time. Let's put down some large fields. I have large fields now. I have medium fields. Medium fruit field. Both of these kind of generate the same thing, right? So that's not really the issue. So we'll put one of those there, and instant update. Okay. And then we can put a large crop field opposite it, I suppose. I can find the large crop fields. These are large pastures. These are large fruit fields. Then this must be the large crop field. Oh yeah. All right, these guys need some water. Wasser brauchen sie. Warum brauchen sie Wasser? Water availability is starting to get a little low too. We're not gonna be able to go much longer without having to do something about that. And then, again, we're just cutting into the hill as if it wasn't there. I'm not a huge fan of that. So let's raise this up some. And the road seems okay with that, but I'm going to go ahead and move it up too, like that, and then we can smooth the hill behind it out a little bit, and it'll all look a little more natural, hopefully. Anybody complaining? This guy's still complaining about not having enough things to massacre. I don't know how much I care about that. Obviously, we shouldn't be running these things if we're not using them. Smurf. No, not like that. I just made a mountain. Smurfy. Smurfy. And let's just kind of try to mellow this out a little bit. All right, not perfect, but obviously we do want this to go with the terrain. I wish these things slotted together a little better. They don't really seem to fit in together very well. Let's see if we can fit like a small crop lot right here. Somehow I think we might not be able to, but give it a try. This is the small crop field. Oh yeah, not only will it fit, it feels like... Well, I can't put a bigger one down. So we'll go ahead and put a small one down here and leave some space for a potential road. I don't really want the greenhouse. I don't like the way that looks. We'll go with... Doesn't really matter, does it? Go with whatever's next to it. There. Okay, so our bakery is now complaining about not getting enough products, specifically not getting enough flour. Generating plenty of flour by the look of it, so hopefully that'll be fine. The area is earning us good money for sure. This is a decent profit right here. We hit level 5, so we've maxed it out. Everything that we can build, we can now build. Woody Woods. So we have the other two. We have the Hillside Quarry, which is, you know, it's there. It's, can we move this place? No, apparently not. Okay, fine. The Hillside Quarry is complaining about not having enough ore. And we have small ore mine, small ore mine, small ore mine, small ore mine, and storage. So, and the storage is full. So let's start emptying this out and hope that helps. And basically it's just, it looks like it's just directly selling the ores, which is odd because why would it directly sell the intermediate material when you have a mill here, when we're actually making something out of it? I don't get that, but whatever. Okay, so today we managed to do a couple of useful things. We've got our ferry line going here. It doesn't seem to be transporting a huge amount of passengers, though. Yeah, but we just have one boat going back and forth. Probably a very, very expensive ferry line with the one boat because we had to make the terminal and everything. We replaced one of our subway lines with the metro line. And by the look of it, sorry, we replaced one of our metro lines with a subway line. That's working well. And then finally we upgraded our industries just a little bit. I think that's a productive day. So on that note, I will kick you all to the cinematic camera. I shall thank you for watching, and I shall implore upon you to subscribe if you haven't yet, and like me, and love me on YouTube, and do all of those things, and be kind to each other. Peace out.